Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Listen, I wanted to shoot this video because yesterday I shot a video talking about things that optimists do differently. So if you missed that video, I'm going to leave a link to that video in the description box below this video. So make sure that you check out that video. So this is going to be a continuation and conclusion from that previous video. And so in that video, I shared three things that optimists do different. And in this video, I'm going to share three more things that optimists do different. So if you get value from this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, and share this video. So let's dive in because I don't want to prolong the time. One of the things that optimists do different is that optimists they understand the importance of keeping good company and becoming good company. So it's always about the long run. And in the long run, you are only as good as the company you keep. And we know the old adage, misery loves company. So do yourself a favor and dodge other people's negativity as often as you can. It is that simple. Remember that optimism is a learned habit and is positively contagious. Surround yourself with positive, emotionally supportive friends and family, people who could infect you with their optimism so you can then pay it forward. Now, the question becomes, how can you pay it forward? Here's how. Be positive right now, right here in your own life in whatever way you can. Just be kind and positive. There's so much going on that we cannot solve. So many people we cannot help. But your kindness and your optimism can make a significant difference, ladies and gentlemen, in your own life above all and in the lives that you touch. Another thing that optimists do differently, optimists embrace life's ups and downs. Just because you're an optimist does not mean that you're not going to have bad days. I'm going to say it again. Just because you're an optimist doesn't mean you're not going to have bad days. You will have plenty of bad days. That is the reality. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows and butterflies. And a foundation of realism keeps things in perspective and helps prevent things from being blown out of proportion. Expecting life to be wonderful all the time is wanting to swim in an ocean in which waves only rise up and never come crashing down. That's wishful thinking and that's delusion. However, when you recognize that the rising and crashing waves are a part of the exact same ocean, you're able to let go and be at peace with the reality of these ups and downs. It becomes clear that life's ups require life's downs. The bottom line is prepare for the downs, but capitalize on the ups. Prepare for the downs, but capitalize on the ups. Why? Because the former makes you sensible, but the latter makes you an optimist. And then finally, last thing that optimists do different for this video is that optimists use positive language and gestures. It's not always what happens that determines your mood, but how you express what happens that counts. Understand something. For instance, when an optimist experiences a bout of success, he or she might say, that's just as I had anticipated. I studied hard and my diligence paid off, right? While a pessimist might say, wow, was I lucky to get such a good grade on that test? Not giving himself or herself any credit and literally snatching their own defeat from the hands of victory. That's part of the difference. Because here's the thing: if an optimist encounters a do it yourself project that they can't figure out, they're likely to say something like, either the instructions I'm following are unclear, or this project is going to require a bit more effort than I thought. Or maybe I'm just having a rough moment here. Notice that difference. In other words, an optimist uses positive self-talk to keep the struggle outside themselves, i.e., the instructions. They keep it specific, i.e., more effort. And they keep it temporary, a rough moment. While that good for nothing pessimist will likely get down on themselves and interpret the same struggle as internal instead of external, as widespread instead of specific, and everlasting instead of temporary. So go ahead and follow in the optimist footsteps, speaking to yourself in a more positive way, regardless of whether you succeed or fail, and you'll gradually become more optimistic. Physical body language is also important. We know that because your smile actually influences your mood in a positive way. When you feel down, your brain tells your face that you're sad. And your facial muscles respond by putting on a frown, which in turn conveys a message back to your brain that says, yep, we're feeling unhappy. Think about that. On the average day, when nothing extreme is happening, you can flip the switch on this internal reaction by adjusting your facial muscles into a smile so they don't correspond to what you're feeling. One of the things that I have, and I'm a work in progress with that, full transparency. I have a picture on my wall just above the camera that I'm talking to you on right now. And in that picture, it's a picture of a little boy. And the picture says, controlling my tongue is no problem. It's my face that needs deliverance. And I smile when I see that picture because it's a reminder that that's a reflection of me in that picture most times. But I'm a work in progress because I'm not as bad as I used to be, contrary to what people may say or think. Because I'm at a stage in my life where people are going to talk about you to the day you die, and ain't nothing you're going to do about it. And people are going to talk about you behind your back. At this point, I don't care. Because if they don't respect me enough to tell me directly, privately, respectfully, their opinions don't matter. It's mind over matter. I don't mind, ultimately, because they don't matter. But I digress. Understand something. When it's all said and done, adjusting your facial muscles, this is a clever way of sending a different message back to your brain. What do I mean? It's essentially you're saying, hey, life is still pretty good and I'm doing just fine. And you'll actually begin to feel a little better gradually. It's not about the sprint, it's about the marathon. The race is not given to the swift nor to the strong. It is given to those that have the ability to endure. And it's okay when you're in a position where you don't have it all together. Where it gets dicey is when you refuse to even try. So I wanted to share that with you. These are the things that optimists do differently. And if you got value from this video, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. If you have not already done so, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when I upload new content. Thank you so much to those who have recently subscribed. Thank you so much to those who continue to rock with me. I appreciate you all. As always, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. Is yours surely, Arian Tyson, and I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.